Good afternoon, students. So today we will discuss about fuel cells. In this video we will discuss the construction and working of a fuel cell. So let us see first that what is a fuel cell. Now if we go by definition, a fuel cell is an electrochemical cell that convert the chemical energy of a fuel, that fuel can be hydrogen and oxygen, into electricity through a pair of redox reaction. Okay, so this is the basic definition of fuel cell. Let us see what does a fuel cell look like. Now this is the basic construction of any fuel cell. Okay, so we will discuss each component one by one, and after that we will discuss about the working of fuel cell. Now if you see this is a fuel cell. It has one entrance over here through which we enter the fuel, which is hydrogen. Fuel is basically both hydrogen as well as oxygen. So from this end we will enter hydrogen, and from this end we will enter oxygen. This end is also used for the product which is manufactured or which is developed at the end of the reaction. Definitely a fuel cell is a device in which the chemical energy of fuel is converted into electric energy, and there will be some byproducts which are produced when this chemical reaction takes place. There are certain chemical reactions which takes place in fuel cell, so definitely there will be some byproduct. So the byproduct of fuel cell also comes out through this opening only. Oxygen is entering through this opening and the byproduct will also come out through this opening. Okay, so the other component here is anode. This is anode of fuel cell. Okay, so this is your anode, and it is written over here hydrogen reaction pole. So hydrogen reaction pole is nothing but the anode, and the oxygen reaction pole is nothing but the cathode. So this cathode and anode are the electrodes of this fuel cell. So the electrodes of the fuel cell are generally made of platinum. The first hydrogen cell that was manufactured, in that hydrogen cell the electrode were taken of platinum. But it is not always necessary that we take the electrode of platinum, because platinum is obviously costly. You can use other electrodes such as electrodes made up of nickel, or you can also use porous PVC electrode. These electrodes can also be used. So these are the electrodes. In this center of fuel cell we can see there is an electrolyte membrane. Now this electrolyte membrane is also called as PEM. Now what is this PEM? This PEM is polymer electrolyte membrane. This polymer electrolyte membrane has a unique characteristic that it is porous, and it only allows the positively charged ions to pass through it. This PEM, polymer electrolyte membrane, can only allow the positively charged particles to move through it, and the negatively charged particle cannot enter into this porous electrolyte membrane. Okay, and the other component is this external circuit, and to this external circuit you can attach a bulb. Okay, so when this bulb will glow, automatically we can make out this, yes, electricity is being produced, and if this bulb doesn't glow, that means electricity is not being produced. Okay, so these are the component of fuel cell. What are the components? The inlet of fuel. Okay, so the inlet ends for the fuel. Then we have electrodes. These electrodes are anode and cathode, and they can be made up of platinum or porous PVC, or it can be of nickel also. Now these anodes are also embedded with some catalyst that triggers the redox reaction that takes place at anode and cathode. Okay, and in the center we have the electrolyte membrane. This electrolyte membrane is made up of polymer, that is why it is called as polymer electrolyte membrane. Okay, now we will discuss the working of this fuel cell. So we will first remove all the marks that we have made while discussing the construction of fuel cell. Okay, so the working of fuel cell is very simple, and it basically involves the redox reaction that takes place inside a fuel cell. Now, there is one important thing that we need to understand. There is a difference between the battery that we use in our household purposes and fuel cell. In battery, what happens? In battery also electricity is being generated, but there the electricity are generated because of the metals and ions which are present inside the battery. But there is one disadvantage in battery, and that is that we need to charge the battery every now and then. Okay, if suppose we are using any appliances which is running through battery, so we need to charge it from time to time. But in case of fuel cell, there is no problem of charging of fuel cell, because as long as you will provide the fuel, as long as you are providing the fuel inside the fuel cell, it will continuously produce electricity. You don't need to charge it, you just have to supply the fuel continuously. Okay, so suppose if there is any vehicle which is running on or which is running with the help of electricity, and you are running that vehicle by battery, then definitely you need to give rest to that vehicle while you are charging the battery. But if you are using fuel cell in the same vehicle, so there is no need of charging, you can continuously run that vehicle. Okay, so now let us discuss the working of fuel cell. What basically happens inside the fuel cell? From this opening we provide hydrogen gas, and from this opening we provide oxygen gas. Now these are the fuels of fuel cell. Now in place of hydrogen and oxygen as fuel, you can also use other chemical compound. For example, in place of hydrogen you can use methanol, you can use ethanol, or you can use formaldehyde. In place of oxygen, you can use air or hydrogen peroxide. So there can be different types of fuels which you can use. But in most cases, or the best result that we get in terms of electricity produced, that result is obtained through hydrogen and oxygen. So in most of the fuel cell, it is advised that we should use hydrogen and oxygen. So what happens in fuel cell? We provide oxygen through this end, and oxygen reaches the anode. And from this end we provide oxygen, and oxygen reaches the cathode. Now what happens when this hydrogen gas comes in contact with this anode? The catalyst embedded in this anode triggers a redox reaction through which this hydrogen gas is split into positively charged hydrogen ions and the electrons. Now since we know that this PEM, polymer electrolyte membrane, is porous and it allows only positively charged ions to pass through it, so this positively charged ion of hydrogen passes through this electrolyte membrane and reaches the cathode. Now since electron is not allowed to pass through this membrane, electron takes the path through this external circuit, it travels through this circuit and reaches the cathode. Now we all know flow of electron is nothing but current. So when this electron flows through this circuit, basically current passes through this circuit, and if you attach a bulb in the circuit, then you will see that that bulb starts glowing. So flow of electron is current which is produced when the electrons of hydrogen gas passes through this circuit, and the positively charged ion takes this path of electrolyte membrane and reaches the cathode. Now what happens in the cathode? At cathode also the catalyst which is embedded in cathode, it also triggers a chemical reaction, and what happens here? The oxygen which is coming through this inlet, it comes in contact with the cathode. Now the oxygen gas, this electron and this positively charged hydrogen ion combines at the cathode to form water molecule, and hence we get water as the byproduct of fuel cell, and this reaction takes place in continuous chain and we get a continuous supply of electricity through fuel cell. So this was the simple working of a fuel cell. Now you might have some question that why are we using fuel cell, or what is the advantage, or what is the application? I have already told you that it finds a huge application in automobile. Fuel cell finds a huge application in automobile, wherever we are using electric vehicles, we are generally running those electric vehicles with the help of battery, and in battery we have a disadvantage that after every hour or after certain interval of time you need to charge the battery. But in case if you are using fuel cell, you don't need to charge it. As long as you are providing the fuel, the vehicle will keep on running. So you can use these fuel cells in four-wheelers like cars or buses, and we can also use these fuel cells at all those places which require electricity for its working. So that is all in this video. In next video, we will come up with some other interesting topic of renewable energy resources. Thank you.